Okay, so hello and welcome to another live lesson with Shrewsbury down in the community and Sevendale Specialist Academy. We've got a different class joining us today. We've got Amy Edwards' class, and this is lesson 1 of 3. And we're going to be focusing on our speed and agility. And we've got Poppy and Melissa and Amy joining us for the session. You give everyone a big wave at home. Poppy and Melissa are very ready for the session and they're really looking forward to it. So if we can have our first slide up, please. So what does everybody need to do to complete the session? So you'll need an open space, a drink, a piece of rope, and that is for activity 1, a bucket, which is for activity 2, 5 toys as shown in the video, which will be shown shortly, or 5 objects. And then you'll either need 2 footballs, 2 sponge balls, or 2 netballs. Okay, but those objects can be adapted as well. So we can have our next slide. So what are we looking to learn in the session? So to improve the ways in which we can change direction. Okay, so being able to move really quickly. Also to identify, understand, remember how we can move to change direction, and then also to increase our confidence of being really confident, being able to change direction within the games that we are going to play, which I'm sure Melissa and Poppy will do a great job at. We can have our next slide, please. Okay, so this is the activity, and with the video we played, the first 2 activities will come up onto the screen.
You're going to move quickly and easily to your right and pick up the first teddy, and then move quickly and easily to your left and place the first teddy over the line. So we're now going to move the skill of agility on a little bit and make it more game sport specific. We're going to link it to the game of netball. So Martha, what you're going to do is you're going to move over to the ball quickly, kick the netball up like it's a loose ball on the netball court, and then pass it like you would in a game.
Okay, so as you can see in the 2 videos that we have just played, the 2 games that we're going to play, we're going to start with the activity 1 and being able to move our 5 objects on the floor. So it can be any object. You can do this or outdoors. So I've got tennis balls, cones, and a football, and then I'm going to move it over to the piece of equipment. So it can be a rope or it can be a blanket that is lined up on the floor. So blanket. So I'll be moving as quickly as I can to take the object with me and then place it over the line, and we'll have a little bit of competition as well. So are we ready to play? So before we play the game, if Steve could have his next slide up, please, just to go through the skills that we're looking at in the games. Okay, skills required to complete the game. Again, keeping our head up, so we're looking where we are going to place our objects. Keeping a low body position to be able to move and keep our balance. So planting 1 foot and then changing direction quickly. So plant and go, so step, lean one way and then go the other. Again, go the other way to move quickly and bend our knees to stop. So we're not keeping our knees straight. As you can see, my knees are bent. And then when I'm moving quickly, plant 1 foot and go. Okay, so are we ready?
Ready?
Are we ready, Melissa and Poppy? Okay. Remember, you can only take 1 so ball, for example, at a time. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Go. So 1 ball at a time. So step. There we go. Good work. Good work. Really well done, everyone. Fantastic.
3. That's it.
And 1. Well done, Poppy. Well done, Melissa.
Okay, good work. Well done. Good start. Okay, really good understanding of the game. Okay, good fair play in there as well. Okay, so if we can reset those games, so we put our 5 objects back to the start. Really, really good effort from both of Poppy and Melissa.
Ready again?
Okay, fantastic. So just remember to keep our knees bent. We're keeping our head up as well, so we're looking where we are going and try and get the side steps and moving and stepping
That's my drink.
side to side. Okay? So linking into those changes of direction, so keeping our knees bent, keeping our head up, and seeing where we can change direction. So if you're in a game, say football, netball, you potentially want to move past someone, you might need to use those changes of direction to get past them. So are we ready, Poppy and Melissa?
Are you ready? Mum?
Yeah.
Jump up there.
Yes, fantastic. Okay, ready to go. Okay, ready to move our objects. 3,
It's Nala.
2, 1. Off we go. Go, go, go. Go, go.
That's it. Ready? Go. You go.
Good, good work. Well done. Excellent work by everyone. Good. We're nearly there. We're nearly there.
One more.
One more.
Well done, girls.
Okay, good work. Well done. Okay, so again, if you were playing the game at home, there's a couple of ways you can make the game a little bit easier or harder. So if you're trying to make it a little bit easier, potentially you might want to use fewer objects, for example, in terms of transporting it from A to B. Or if you wanted to make it a little bit harder, you could increase the distance. You've got further to travel. Okay. So then if we're going to move now on to game 2. So this is where the bucket comes into place. You'll have your one object at the one end of the room. As you can see, I've got my ball just here. I'm going to run and come and collect. I've got my bucket at the other end. I'm starting following my bucket. When I say go, then you're going to move as quickly as you possibly can. Okay. Pick the ball up. Okay, and then you're going to throw it towards your target. And see if you can either hit the target or get it to go in. You can kick it if you want to, or you can roll it. Okay, so it's like reacting to potentially, like it said in the video, it might have been a loose ball potentially on the football pitch. Someone's misplaced a pass. You reacted really quickly, and you're going to get the ball. Or it could be on a netball court. So, for example, or misplaced pass. You reacted. You've changed direction to go and get it. So you need to start by your bucket, put the ball down at the other end of the room, start by the bucket, my ball's at the other end of the room.
Okay, stand by your bucket.
Stand by your bucket. When I say
Stand by your
go,
bucket.
you're going to move to the ball and then
Go get the ball.
have a shot at the target, okay?
Spin round.
Are we ready?
Oh,
Yeah,
yay.
good work. Well done. Okay, so
Okay.
second attempt then. Put your ball back down on the floor.
Put the ball down. Come over to the bucket.
Close the bucket and go.
Go.
There we go. Good work.
Right. Ready.
Yeah, good work. Well done. Basically reacting.
Two. Oh.
Excellent
Well
work.
done, girls.
Excellent work. Okay, so okay, really good work by Poppy and Melissa. They're reacting and moving really quickly and using those changes of direction to get to the ball. So if you are doing it at home and you want to add in even more changes of direction, okay, I'm adding in a few pieces of equipment on the floor. I can start to move around. So if you just want to put me onto the big screen, please. So if I'm starting down here, okay, starting down here, step in, I'm stepping all around the cones, get to the end, then I can have a shot at the target, okay? So that is one way, okay, that you can change it to add in some more changes of direction in there. So if we could go to our drink and things side, a great effort by Poppy and Melissa, really good start to the session. Okay, so Melissa and Poppy, I'll ask Melissa first. Okay, did we have, Melissa, some success at the game, or why did we have some success at the game?
Yes, we did.
What did we do well? So when you got to the ball, you threw it well at the target. Okay, what maybe in our first game, what did you do well, Poppy, in our first game when we had to move and pick up the objects and place them over the line?
Yeah.
The toys.
You were moving
Okay,
well.
so you
Brilliant.
move the
Yes,
toys
moving really
really.
well.
Yeah, don't.
Turned well.
So you move the toys really quickly from the starting point
Yes.
to the end point. Would you agree with that, Amy?
I would. They moved very quickly and brilliant throws at the end. You were a lot better than I was.
Yeah. So they were again. You can see they're keeping their knees bent. They were moving and keeping their head up and looking to be able to change direction, planting the foot and then going. Okay. So keeping on moving. So really good work by Poppy and Melissa. But we're now going to put this into a little bit of competition. So you're going to have a little bit of competition against their parents now. Okay, so if we can have a look at the game that is going to be played on the screen, please.
Me and Martha are now going to play a game with each other. So we're going to be moving fast on our feet the whole time. And as the commands are called out, if Teddy's called out, we're going to move to the right so Teddy can be left to Martha. And we're going to race to pick it up. Same ball shouted, we'll pick the ball up.
Use some other actions in between your race. These could be bum kicks, knees, or even star jumps. To avoid any potential collisions, try not to set up too lots of equipment. The winner is the person who picks up the object first.
So you're going to be quicker than me because I'm older.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then. So as you can see, the game being played there. Poppy and Melissa, they're going to have two separate pieces of equipment to their parents, again, for the safety.
Oh my
aspect. So we don't
God.
want anyone to clash heads or get injured within the game. I'm going to call the movements out along with Amy. So we might be jogging on the spot, might be hopping, it might be jumping, it might be balancing. So we're going to call those moves out. When we either call smaller object or bigger object, then they're going to move towards those and see who can pick them up first. The reason we're doing smaller and bigger objects in this lesson is because Poppy and Melissa have got different objects. Okay, they've got different objects in playing their games. Okay, and so we're just trying to make it easier to communicate the message across, so we can all play the game. Okay, are we ready then? Okay, so we're going to start with, you've got to stand up facing your partner. There we go. So we'll go jogging on the spot to begin with. So jogging on the spot, jogging on the spot, jogging on the spot. Now we'll go for jumping.
Oh God.
Jumping, we'll go heel kicks. And we'll go bigger object. Bigger object. Bigger object.
Who's gonna get the big
Bigger
one
object.
first?
Bigger object. Bigger object. Yes.
You won.
Okay, good work. So we place our objects back down. Whoever got there first, give yourself 1 point.
You
Okay.
got 1 point.
Okay, are we ready then? So jogging on the spot then. Jogging on the spot. A little go, jumping. Go, a little balance.
Balance.
And little fast feet again. So, and smaller object. Smaller object. So there's a smaller object.
Who's going to get it?
Did you win again?
You're too quick.
So this game where we are playing and you're moving towards the object, again, the bending of your knees is really important to allow you to stop and then move back. Okay, so are we ready then?
Okay, who's gonna win?
Jumping, jumping,
Jumping. Oh, God.
jumping, Melissa, jumping.
Jump. That's it, jump.
Okay, and hopping. So on our one leg,
Oh, hopping.
you can change legs.
That's it.
Okay, and high knees,
High knees.
touch your toes, jump up, and bigger object, bigger object, bigger object, bigger object. Oh, he was closest there. He was closest.
I won that one.
So we'll play the game, a couple more goes, and then we'll look at some ways we can make the game easier or harder. So we'll play again. So are we ready?
Yes.
So we'll go for marching on the spot. Little jumping again. Jogging on the spot.
Jump.
And small object. Small object. Small object. Yes, Poppy. Oh, so close. So close. Good work, Melissa. Good work, Poppy. Big celebrations in there. Really good effort. Okay, so one more go. So one more go, and then we're going to make it harder and easier. So look at ways we can make the game harder and easier. So jogging on the spot then. Jogging on the spot. Okay, jumping. Jumping. Hopping. Okay, high knees. So almost like marching. You can do it marching, or you can go high knees.
That's it.
Okay, and smaller object. Small object.
Yes.
Oh, close in both games. Close in both games. So if we can have our easier, and it's a way to make the game easier and harder. So for example, we added in different movements. So Poppy and Melissa did a really good job. They did. So what movements did you do, Poppy and Melissa, when you were on the spot? What movements did you do? Jumping. Good, Poppy. What else did we do? Jogging. What else did we do with our? Okay, so we did a bit of running. Someone say high knees.
Yes.
Yeah, good answer. So we got our jogging, our skipping, our high knees, jumping, as Amy's just said. So those are the ways we're adding in our different moves. You could add in more objects potentially, or less objects. You could make it further away. Okay, so we're going to make it a game a little bit harder to play once more. So we're going to move our objects further away from our starting point. So we're just going to move them back ever so slightly. It doesn't have to be far. It can be just ever so slightly, a little bit. It could be 1 meter. It could be 2 meters. It depends how comfortable you are. And it's really important. Remember, if the weather's as nice as it is outside, you can play the game in your back garden, or you could, again, if the weather isn't so nice, you can play indoors as well. It's really important to remember that. Okay. So are we ready? We've made the distances ever so slightly bigger. Now we're going to play first to two. Okay, so competition. So who's going to come out? So jogging on the spot then. Jogging on the spot. Jogging on the spot. Yeah, good work. And jumping. Jumping. And smaller object. Smaller object. Smaller object.
I didn't even go down.
No.
Yeah, good work, everyone. Well done. Okay. So we'll go jumping. Jumping. And high knees. And bigger object. Bigger object. Bigger object. Bigger object. Oh, I think Melissa was first. I think, did Poppy get that first as well?
She thinks she did.
Oh, okay
I think
then.
it was a draw.
Last game.
One
Okay,
more.
so
Oh, win this
jumpers,
one.
we got one more. Okay,
I
and
got one more.
then PE
I'll get this one.
finished. Okay, so
Okay.
are we ready? So jogging on the spot. We got one more. And we'll go heel flipped. Jumping. And bigger object. Yes, well done. Good work. Okay, then, superb. So, if you're playing the game at home as well, obviously I've been calling out the different movements within the session. We've done bigger or smaller objects. Again, you can call it out to object specific. So if you had 2 tennis balls and 2 toys, you could go tennis ball, or toy could be the command that you call out. Or again, if you've got 3 people at home and all wanted to play the game, you could almost play a winner stays on. First person to react to it stays on, but the other person who isn't playing is the one that is calling out what movement you're doing and where you take the ball, okay, or where you pick up the toy. Okay, so really well done with Poppy and Melissa. One question before we go. What did you enjoy most about the session? So we'll go to Melissa first. What did you enjoy?
Hey, Mum.
Beating me.
So the competition game at the end. Okay, good answer, Melissa. So we'll go to Poppy. So what did you enjoy most, Poppy?
Big and small game.
Okay, so the game at the end. So the competition game went down really, really well. So well done to Poppy and Melissa, and we shall see you both on Thursday for lesson 2. Really good work by everyone. Take care and stay safe.
Well done,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.